Oh, good morning. Here on Thursday, we're going to read from Luke 6:37 to 42. Judge not, and you will not be judged. Condemn not, you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Give, and it will be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, will be put into your lap. For with the measure you use, it will be measured back to you. He also told them a parable. Can a blind man lead a blind man? Will they not both fall into a pit? A disciple is not above his teacher, but everyone, when he is fully trained, will be like his teacher. Why do you see the speck that is in your brother's eye, but do not notice the log that is in your own eye? How can you say to your brother, Brother, let me take the speck that is in your eye, when you yourself do not see the log in your own eye? You hypocrite, first take the log out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to take out the speck that's in your brother's eye. So this collection of little parables and sayings that Jesus says, he talks about how we treat other people. And he's saying, the measure that you use against other people will be the one that's used against you. So, for instance, he says, if you forgive, you'll be forgiven. And if you judge or condemn, then you will be judged and condemned. So we don't want to do those things, right? And then he tells this parable. Can a blind man lead a blind man? I remember this couple. They were a good bit older than me, and they lived around the block and up the street. And I would see them walking. And they were sort of holding hands and holding on to each other and walking slowly up and down the street. And I said something to their daughter once about that when one of them was in the hospital. And she said, with Mom's vision and Dad's hearing, they're just trying to survive. They cling to each other so the other one can help them see and hear what's going on. Reminds me of the blind man leading the blind man. But they had happy lives. Then he tells this famous thing that I hope you hear the humor in it. We want to get the speck out of our brother's eye, but we don't notice the log sticking out of our eye. No one can have a log in their eye, but that's his point, is you see others' faults down to the tiniest thing, but you don't notice the huge, big faults that you have. And he's trying to get us to be more self-aware and say, see, look at your own life, look at your own behavior, look at your own stuff, and fix that before you go around trying to fix everybody else. That's good advice. And Jesus means it. Well, he's going to go on and talk some more. This is Luke's version of the Sermon on the Mount, so many of the themes are similar. Sometimes the wording's a little different. It's interesting to compare the two to see what it is that how Luke spins, let's say, the things that Jesus said versus Matthew. And of course, we can't know if that means that Luke had a different source or a better source or worse source or what. And we can't know which one is more faithful to the original or any of that. All we can know is that this is what they wrote. So, and it's a little different. So we look at the contrast and see what we might learn about Jesus from those contrasts. And so go out in peace today and have a good day, but don't spend so much time looking for the speck in your brother's eye. Take care of the stuff that's sticking out of yours, and we will see you tomorrow.